It's been nearly 3 years. Today marks the end of California's COVID-19 state of emergency.
Our political reporter Morgan Reiner joins us now with how we got to this point and how this impacts everyone watching. Morgan.
Most of the state of emergency orders ended long before today. We're talking the mask mandates, the eviction moratorium, the business closures. Most Californians will not notice a difference in their day-to-day lives. But when the federal state of emergency ends in May, that's when some uninsured Californians could see an increased cost when it comes to things like tests. But even that is still unclear.
Governor Gavin Newsom had been in office for just 1 year when COVID-19 made its way to California.
This is no longer isolated.
A few weeks later, on March 4th, 2020, California was the first state to issue a stay-at-home order
For people to stay at home.
UC San Diego political science professor Thad Kauser said COVID-19 defined the governor's first term in office.
Put him right at the front and center on our TV sets every day, and he seemed to really be buoyed by it. But as the pandemic dragged on, as he had a scandal at the French Laundry, it became the thing that nearly sunk his governorship and led to the recall that threatened him for a while. He's rebounded in part because of California's strong rebound, both economically and strong performance and health-wise.
In a recent press conference, Newsom touted the state's Smarter Plan, which prepared for the day the state of emergency ended and included stockpiling masks and tests and wastewater surveillance if a COVID-19 surge were to happen again.
We were the first state to put out a post-pandemic plan. I'm not sure the nation is better prepared based on some of the amnesia that's been developed and sort of this backlash on vaccines and masks.
Jeffrey Klossner is a professor of public health science at the University of Southern California Keck School of Medicine.
It's been time to end the state of emergency for actually a long time now. We're no longer in the type of emergency situation where we didn't have the hospital capacity to take care of people. We also have, vaccines available.
And despite different political viewpoints on COVID across the country, he said the country is also prepared for the national state of emergency to end May 11th.
97% or more of people in America have either been vaccinated or recover from infection. That immunity protects us from serious outcomes like hospitalization or death.
Even though our state of emergency ended, California lawmakers did put some of the provisions into law. For example, the governor signed a bill into law that requires insurance companies to cover things like tests and vaccines even after the national emergency ends. Now, there are still 5 other states that are still under a state of emergency, and that includes Illinois and Texas.
And we're coming up on 3 years since we heard it would be 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Morgan Reiner reporting live from Sacramento. Morgan, thanks.